cried out when the dying pregnant wolf he fed came back to repay him. Watch what happened. This lone hunter got rewarded for his act of kindness after feeding a dying pregnant wolf, and you won't believe the joy he got repaid with when they reunited 1 year later. The hunter, Jack, found a sick, pregnant wolf shaking from the Alaskan cold in a small clearing, and the sight brought tears to his eyes. He recalled he had a piece of dried meat that he wanted to have for lunch in his backpack, and it was the only sustenance he had for the whole day. Jack didn't know what to do, but when the wolf looked up at him with its almost gone eyes, all the doubt left him, and he knew he had to save the wolf. Humanity came first. Quickly thinking, Jack took out the piece of meat from his pack and tossed it towards the wolf, who then sniffed it carefully before gobbling it up. Jack laughed under his breath, silently cheering her on. It was nice to see some life come back into her eyes, and he was happy he got to be the driving force behind it. Wolves usually traveled in packs, and Jack wondered what must have happened to this pregnant wolf's pack, and why she looked so thin and dirty. From that day, Jack decided to take the wolf under his care, and named her Luna. With the brutal cold, the hunter knew that Luna wouldn't be able to survive the next few days without shelter, especially as she was pregnant and about to deliver soon. Plus, even if she did, her pups weren't going to survive the cold. As a result, Jack rushed to his cabin and gathered supplies to build a temporary shelter for the pregnant wolf. He returned with an axe rope and a few blankets he found laying around in his house. Jack built a little shelter in the clearing from gathered wood logs and branches to protect Luna, and made a soft bed from the blankets for her and her soon-to-come offspring. When he was finally done, he gently moved her into her new home and placed her carefully in the newly made bed while whispering words of encouragement. Jack could feel her bones and the thought of what she must have passed through, how many days she must have gone without food, and the stress of the pregnancy saddened him. Jack set her up properly, making sure she had enough water and food till he was going to come back. He returned every day, though, to check up on her and refill her water and food. Luna's condition began to improve, and although she was still cautious of the food Jack bought, for her, there was another bigger problem. There was always something watching in the shadows. Jack didn't notice it at first, but the animals in the forest noticed a curious black wolf following Jack on one of his visits to Luna. He only noticed when the black wolf revealed itself to him. However, it seemed it wasn't harmful. Over the winter, Luna thrived with the companionship of the black wolf and Jack's constant care, and by spring, Luna gave birth to 4 beautiful pups. However, the little clearing became dangerous, and he had to let Luna go back to the wild after a set of hunters almost killed her and her pups. Letting go was very emotional and difficult because the animals had become his family, but Jack knew he had to do it. A year later, Jack was packing the autumn leaves around his cabin in the forest when he heard a wolf's howl that sounded vaguely like his Luna's. He packed up the leaves and decided to go investigate the sound, his heart beating so fast as he came to the open clearing he had once rescued Luna from. There she was, standing tall and majestically with 4 grown wolves by her side. Her pups had grown up, and Luna was no longer looking as scrawny as how she was when Jack rescued her. Luna locked eyes with Jack as if she remembered the little kindness he paid her, and howled, her children howling along with her. Jack fell to his knees, laughing and crying. Even though it wasn't a material reward, seeing Luna again big and healthy was enough joy.